Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn particle physics, today Paul Dirac, and after we've done that we're going to do a bit standing yoga, and if you participate in the standing yoga, it's with the homeless. The Strange World of Paul Dirac. Stories of the eccentricities of Paul Dirac, the British physicist whose eponymous equation predicted the existence of antimatter about. Okay, now the important thing, Paul Dirac made an equation about the existence of antimatter. Furthermore, we told that there were also stories about his personal life. Dirac was notoriously taciturn. I don't know what that means. When he first visited the institute led by a pioneer of quantum theory, Niels Bohr, in Copenhagen in the 1930s, his reported utterances consisted almost entirely of three phrases: yes, no, and I don't mind. But it was not Längerberger. Maybe he had a software. Whatever, he was communicating mostly with the three phrases yes, no, and I don't mind when he went to Copenhagen in the 1930s. Later he became more flexible. When astrophysicist Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar expounded his views, Dirac repeatedly interjected with yes, but explained, when I say yes, it does not mean that I agree, it means only that you should go on. Okay, he met also with Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar, and when Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar was talking, he sometimes interrupted and said yes, not meaning totally that it meant his approval, but that Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar should continue. In 1929, Dirac sailed from the US to Japan with Werner Heisenberg. Okay, I sailed to Japan. During the trip, Heisenberg spent the evenings dancing while Dirac looked on, puzzled. I don't get it. Was he making the puzzle or was he puzzled? Whatever. Two people sailed to Japan and one was either puzzled or working or whatever. After thinking for 5 minutes, Dirac said, "But how do you know beforehand that the girls are nice?" Okay, ask him a question. And when, whatever the answer to that question, Dirac had a keen eye for mathematical aesthetics. So Dirac, the one who has asked questions, when asked what led him to the equation that bears his name, so Paul Dirac replied, "I found it beautiful." What led him to the equation that bears his name? He replied, "I found it beautiful." Maybe he just started with the first number and then he looked what would be the most beautiful next to it, and at the end he had 50 signs on the board, and that was the equation. Most particle physicists wouldn't demur, I don't know what demur means. Regarded as the greatest British physicist since Isaac Newton, he's honored by I don't know what it means, a plaque or plaque? By something in Westminster Abbey, on which stands that very equation. Okay. So Paul Dirac has made an equation, and that predicted the existence of antimatter. That's the important part. And also has here an honoring in Westminster Abbey in London, in the church, on which, probably beside his name, is his equation written. And furthermore, we have been told about his personality, or the personality which he acted out, and that was that when he went to Copenhagen, he used three phrases, yes, no, and I don't mind. He sometimes, or at one time, used yes to mean that the other person is, to encourage the other person to continue, instead of using the literal meaning of it. And he once sailed with Werner Heisenberg to Japan in 1959, and whatever, we were out in a bar or whatever, and I don't know, I don't get the point. Let's do this again. During the trip, Heisenberg spent the evenings dancing, while Dirac looked on, puzzled. Do they mean he was sitting in the bar and was puzzled? Eventually, Dirac asked his friend, I guess they mean Paul Dirac, Werner Heisenberg. Yes, his friend Werner Heisenberg, why he danced. Okay, Dirac was answering. Dirac asked Werner Heisenberg why Werner Heisenberg was dancing instead of looking puzzled around, whatever. And Heisenberg answered him, well, when there are nice girls, it is. Did I skip just that part? I didn't read that part, I skipped a few lines. So Heisenberg replied, well, when there are nice girls, it is a pleasure to dance. Okay, he said he likes to dance if he's in nice company. Now, and then Dirac thought for another 5 minutes and then said, but how do you know beforehand that the girls are nice? And whatever the question of Werner Heisenberg was to that question, Paul Dirac had a keen eye for mathematical aesthetics. When asked what led him to the equation that bears his name, he replied, I found it beautiful. I don't really have time now to think about it. If I can find a sense out of this, because I'm sensing a sense out of it, what it means. No, but whatever it means, I wanted to continue with my recapitulation. What is it? Resume? No, whatever. And so he wrote the equation. Where we came to the idea because he was asking his friend why he was dancing. The answer was because he has nice company, and he was asked how did he know that the company is nice before he had danced with the company. And whatever the answer was, Paul Dirac maybe had for that an influence on his equation, which he then had because he found it beautiful. He knew it, that means he knew it beforehand. That is what he means. He knew beforehand that it will be beautiful. Whatever, that was a particle physics part. I will at some time maybe think about that, if I can make sense out of it. That was the Paul Dirac particle physics part. If you were here for Paul Dirac particle physics part, you can go right to the next part of particle physics, where we will continue probably with antimatter or something. I think the unbalance of antimatter was the next chapter, I think. That's just so. We will do Paul Dirac in biographyology again. Not in particle physics. That means if you were here for particle physics, you can go directly to the next part of particle physics, where we'll do the imbalance of particle physics, of antimatter. If you were here for Paul Dirac, you could go to biographyology, where we will do it sometime Paul Dirac, but we still haven't done the M maneuver. But we did Xi and Xiu. Wu. That means you can do whatever you want. If you stay and participate in the stand yoga, then it's with the arms. Have your feet stand together, we finish the arms up. We go the arms down. In the arms up. Out the arms down. In the arms up. Out the arms to the side. In and up. Out on the side. In and up. I'm thinking about the part. I'm thinking about the dialogue. I can't think of the next exercise. We're having an inch space between the feet. We're breathing in and out and lifting and bring the arms to the side. In the arms up. Out to the other side. In and up. And we go down. Breathing come up. Out the arms down and leaning onto the knees. Breathing in. And out. Leg around back. Again in. And out. Again around back. Again in. And out the heel of the back. In into the middle. And out the belly with the round back. Again in. And out come with the round back. Up and make it to the top and backwards. The shoulder round. So now breathe in and lift the arms up. Breathe out and open to the side. Breathe in and lift the arms up. And out bring the arms up the sides down. Breathe in, come halfway up. Breathe higher up and out and come up again. Breathe in and reach high. Breathe out and down to the side. Breathe in. And out sink again. Down. Breathe in, come halfway up. Higher up. Out and come up. Now breathe in and come up onto tiptoes. And breathe out, sink down into the chin. Breathe in, come up again. And out again. I'll bring the arms down and the feet together. Breathe in, bend your right knee. And breathe out and stretch your left knee. Leg. In and change. Out and stretch your right leg. In and change. Out and stretch your left leg. In and change. Out and stretch your right leg. In and movement. Out and out. Breathe in, lift the right hand up to the sky. Breathe out, bend the left knee and look over the right shoulder to the right hand. Breathe in, hand down. Out and down. Breathe in, lift the left hand up. Bend the right knee and look over the left shoulder to the left hand. Breathe in, hand down. Out and down. Make a hand of space between the feet. Shift the weight to the heels. Breathe in and go down. And out and come up again. In and down. Out and up. Breathe in. And out, come halfway up with a straight leg. Breathe in. And out again, halfway up. And breathe in. And out, up, diving swan, arms on the sides, up, and down again. Have the palms together, the elbows together. Breathe in and lift the hands down. Throw the hands down. In again, up. Out and down. Now hands back and breathe in. And out, reach your front, head down. Again, in and back. And out in the front. In and back. And now, have the feet semi together. Intertwine the fingers behind the back. Turn up, shoulders back, breathe in. And out, bring the head over to one side. And the chin down to the clavicle. And pull the hands down to the ground. Breathe in, lift the gaze and turn it out to the other side. Breathe in. And out, head down to the clavicle and pull the hands down to the ground. In, lift the gaze, turn it back in the middle. Have your feet standing around shoulder width wide apart, intertwine the fingers again behind the back and bring them over to one side. Turn up, shoulders back, breathe in. And out, head over to one side. Chin down to the clavicle. Pull the arm in, and shoulder back. Lift the gaze and turn the head over to the other side. Hands over to the other side. And bring the head down on the chin, breathe out and pull the arm and the shoulder down. Lift the gaze and turn it back. Have your feet standing together, one arm behind the back, breathe in, lift the other arm up. And breathe out and bring the head over. Just bring it over, down, pull. Breathe in, bring the hand down. Other arm behind the back, breathe in, lift the hand up. And out, bring the head over. Breathe again in. And out, the hand down. Breathe in, lift the arms up. And breathe out, lean back and drop your shoulder blades together. In the arms up. And out again down, drop your shoulder blades together. In and up. Over cross the arms, intertwine the fingers and reach high. And out, reach your front half of the back. Again, in and up. Change to intertwining, breathe and reach high. Without reaching front half of the back. In and up. And out, lean back, draw your bits together. In and up. And out, lean with long arms back. In and up. Out, lean with long arms back. In and up. Out, the hands down. Breathe in, lift the arms up. And out, the hands down. Again, in and up. And then breathe in, lift the hands up. Bring the hands to touch and lower the hands down to heart center. That was for Stay Yoga. Thank you very much and until next time.